Hey, I'm at Fantasticon in Toledo, Ohio, and New Comic Book Day. So here we go. Hey, thanks for checking out my comics closet. I'm Lynn. I'm going to show the books I picked up for our New Comic Book Day, March 13th, 2024. Today is March 16th, 2024. And I'm going to show the stuff I picked up at Fantasticon in Toledo, Ohio. Last weekend, I went to the show on Sunday. I had a ticket I picked up at my local comic shop that was a free ticket for Sunday only. So I drove down there from here. It's like hour and a half, hour and 25, hour and a half. Had some trouble finding parking a little bit, but I did get parking. And I got in and it was a good show. It was kind of packed, a lot of people there. It was kind of a smaller venue. And there was a lot of other stuff besides comics, but it was so packed. I got a little footage, so I'll show that. But yeah, it was hard to get much footage clear because there was a lot of people there. So I'll show this footage here after I show the New Comic Book Day books, and then I'll show the books I picked up there. So I'm not really going to go through the shows that are coming up. If you want to know what shows are coming up, you look at my last video, usually the first 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to shorten this up a little bit. So, I'm going to hope everybody's got their packages from my 100th giveaway, mystery giveaway, I guess. So I hope everybody's got their packages from that, and congratulations to whoever got the big pack. Well, it was the West Coast Avengers 45, first White Vision, on the cover, and it's the first book in that pack of books. So anyway, let me know what you got, whoever got it. Comment below if you're watching this, or email me, or check me out on Instagram, and let me know who got it. I'd like to know. So I'm gonna go with the New Comic Book Day stuff. Before that, though, I think we should do the dad jokes. So I'm gonna pull a card off the top of this pack of dad joke cards that I got for Christmas for my wife and read it. I haven't looked at it. I shuffled them all up before I set them over here a month or two ago. So here we go. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. I get it. I can get it first. I burnt my Hawaiian pizza the other night. I should have put it on a Aloha setting. Which cheese gives you curly hair? Parmesan. So there you go. Dad jokes. All right, I'm going to show these books I got from Comic Corner, my LCS. And there's 2 locations, one in Fraser, one in Rochester Hills. And get your books pressed and cleaned from Amped Comics Cleaner on Instagram here. And you can usually drop books off to him at some of the local shows over on the east side of the state. East side of, we're in southeastern Michigan here. I know he goes to some of these shows that I go to over here in St. Clair Shores and Plymouth, Livonia, these areas. So with that, I'm going to find, okay, I got my books in. I'm not sure which ones are which now. These are my new books. I've got them in this little box. I usually take this with me to the store just so that it's I can put them in here in my car and protect them, because I don't know if any of you have had your bag of books fall on the floor or something. You can mess them up. So now I got to see what I got here, which way I'm going to do it. Well, first I did get this Marvel free previews, which is showing the Blood Hunt Diaries, I guess. So then I have this. Okay, I don't know if I want to start from that side or this side. Well, I do have this Symbiote Spider-Man 2099, number 1. And then Amazing Spider-Man, number 45, which is Johnny Romiter Jr. art. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I know some of the guys have been talking about how his art's not been so up to snuff on some of these later issues. But I saw an interview with him on YouTube, if you can find it, and he said lately, with so many books he does, that his art is like what can get done by the deadline style. So anyway, I always liked his art, you know. So anyway, I also have this Wolverine 45, Sabretooth War. And then I have this Immortal Thor number 8. And we have this Carnage number 5, which is the Symbiosis Necrosis storyline, it says. And I think that's everything that was Marvel that was in my pull box. But I did grab this. I think it was last week it came out, the Giant Signed Fantastic Four. But this is the Deadly Foes variant, which I thought was kind of neat. So I grabbed that. And I think this was up, I don't know, this wasn't from this week. I think this was the one, well, maybe last week or week before, but it's the facsimile of, you know, Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 2. And then this week they had, which I think I showed last week, all my Secret Wars slabs that I've had signed by Shooter. And I didn't have number 3 signed because it was in bad shape. You know, probably wouldn't even have graded out at a 6. I don't like to get them signed, you know, unless it's some kind of a golden age thing, which I've never done. I don't want to get anything signed if it's not better than a, you know, actually I hope it's a 9 something, but I at least hope it's, you know, better than a 6. But anyway, this is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 3, facsimile, which I picked up. I think that was new release in the Marvel rack of, you know, Comic Corner, which I actually did. I was going through some books though here, trying to sort a bunch of stuff out, and I do have a first print Superhero Secret Wars number 3 that I found, and it's really nice. It's gonna grade out at a 9. But anyway, so I think that's everything I got that was in my, oh, and here's a couple others. These were in the Marvel rack. This is just Alien Black, White, and Blood number 1, which this is a variant cover. I think I have the original cover I got a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to grab this. This just came out this week, was Alien Black, White, and Red, or Black, White, and Blood 2. So I always loved the Alien movies. They were, you know, as far as I'm concerned, for a movie monster, that's a scary movie monster. And then these are all comics I picked up from the Discerning Reader rack. So, gotta get that right. But anyway, and I've never seen these. This is Dark Horse book called Blue Book number 1, which was not the new release. I think this was the new release, but I didn't see. This is Blue Book 2, but I didn't see the new release. I didn't see one, I don't think, when it came out. So anyway, maybe I didn't get there. Maybe they were gone that week already. I don't know why they'd be gone though, if there's one there. But anyway, I also got this. Oh, right here. I've got the first 3 of these. This is the Agent number 4, which I haven't looked into them, but it looks like interesting. It's got some cool covers, I think, almost like a noir type, modern noir. And I know I have the first issue of this already that I've picked up. The Image book. What was that one? The Agent is Ablaze. This is the Image book called The Cabinet, which is very psychedelic. Cabinet number 2. Yeah, I got the psychedelic going. I'll see a little later when I have the Smokey Bear shirt on. And this is the last one from the Discerning Reader rack, which is that an Image? What book is this? Oh, Boombox Comics. I Heart Skull Crusher. So I don't know exactly anything about that. but it's a cool looking cover, kind of crazy looking. So yeah, that's everything I picked up from Comic Corner on New Comic Book Day. But anyway, before I even do that, before I talk about what I did at the show, I do have a mail-in, like an AOK from Brian LCS, which actually I missed his stream this morning even. I was watching Fanboy and Neil, but for a bit, I was trying to get this stuff ready. But Brian LCS was in my giveaway drawing, my giveaway 100th video giveaway, and he contacted me with his address, and he wanted my address because he said he had some, I think he said he had some stickers. So yeah, you see what it says. You got a little note here. And keep up the great work on your channel. Appreciate it, Brian. Here are a few channel and CBCS stickers. Hope all is well. Brian LCS. You gotta love Brian. He does love the Spider-Man stuff. So he gave me a sticker for the 2024 Comic Book Community Awards. There may be a couple of stickers here. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Set that right here for a minute. And then, of course, there's his new logo, I believe, the Godfather. Brian LCS, the Godfather. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know, Brian, if you won. I know you commented that you thought you won because you were the first name drawn. But like I say, when I did my drawing for the giveaway, everybody that put a hashtag in, I sent out a pack of books to, which I think were like 8 people. But then I put the books in a box in a random order in Gemini mailers and had everybody's name on an envelope, the priority mail envelopes. So then I drew a name according to the comment picker, and then I put the first book in that box, first Gemini mailer in that box, in the envelope. So I have no idea who got the White Vision book, and I have no idea who got what books. Those were all so totally random. I put a couple packs of them Walmart and Five Below packs in them. Plus I put a couple decks of cards, a couple of packs of cards, and I had a bunch of Batman and Green Lantern cards. Well, not a bunch, but I had a few, and then I had some other random cards that I've been getting over the years. So let me know what you get out of those. I know there were some like Corvette or Chevrolet cards that a friend of mine gave me that he was into all that Chevy stuff, all kinds of cars. He had a huge diecast collection. Unfortunately, he's passed away. But anyway, so now we'll talk about what I picked up at the Fantasticon. It was a good show. You say I think an hour and a half from here. Except I got up that morning, and of course I forgot about the time change, daylight savings time, and it snowed here about a half inch, 3/4 of an inch. It really wasn't bad. And I got there right around noon. I left here about 10, a little after 10, because I had to stop at the bank. I had to stop and grab something to eat. But I got there at noon. Actually, it took me like a half an hour to find a good place to park because the arena parking was full. And then I went to another parking lot across from the arena, or the convention hall, I think it was. It was the Glass City Center Convention Hall, where it was in Toledo. But I didn't have any tickets to give out when you went into park. So he just said you wouldn't be able to get back out without a ticket, which he told me you could wait a few minutes till his boss got there. And I waited a couple minutes, and I said, no, I drove around the block, found a different parking garage. So anyway, got parked, went in, and we show you a little bit of the show. out of here.
I'll teach you how
That's awesome.
to I will give you
Thanks. All right, so that was a little video of the show, much as I could get. They kind of crammed in there. First thing I did was took 5 books with me. Now if I can remember what they were. One of them was my ASM 300, which I had pressed and cleaned by Amp's Comics Cleaner. I bought it in a 9.0. Went to my label, but anyway, I bought it in a 9.0. There's a label, and cracked it out because it had some pressable defects. So I've had it pressed and cleaned, and then I sent it out through CBCS with Lockwood's Loot. Cody Lockwood, he's a Beckett representative for CBCS, through CBCS and all that. And they witnessed signatures now, but I didn't have any signatures done. I took like 5 books to have graded, which one of them was this, my ASM 300. Hoping to get a bump from a 9.0. I think I could go up to a 9.4. I took a look at it after it got pressed and cleaned, but I didn't want to mess with it too much. I wanted to send it in the way it was. Plus, I also sent in Spider-Man manga and Spider-Man India. Oh, and X-Men Adventures, #1. And what was the last book? I don't even remember now. I found the receipt here and it doesn't have them listed. But anyway, they'll be coming back in a month or so. If I think of what it is, I'll put it up there. Anyway, I sent 5 books off through CBCS, which saves me, shipping costs and all the packaging and filling out the form. He did all that right there. So those are off. They should be back in like a month. And I do have some other books still at CGC from Great Lakes Comic-Con because they got delivered, but nobody was home. They need a signature, and they got shipped back. And I'm trying to get a hold of the facilitator to see what's going on with them. But anyway, they should be back in sometime here in a couple weeks. But I also I bought some books there. Saw Joe King Comics. I bought some books from him. Let me see what I got here. I also had this. I carry this little backpack I carry with me. This little green backpack will hold 2 of these portfolio type things, or storefolio they call them, and a slab, or it'll hold a few slabs. I walked out with 2 of these with books in them. I usually take a few bags and boards with me also. And a slab, which I'll show here in a few. But the first thing I did get was from, let me move these now. But anyways, a guy named Lonnie, I'll put his card up here. It was like Big Dog Comics or something. But the first thing I saw that he had was this. It's a really clean copy of The True Story of Smokey Bear. It has no insignia, no indicia. I haven't opened it up. I didn't really get it out. But it has no company. I think it must have been given out. It's like a handout to maybe the DNR or something. Well, it was really cool. He had $20 on it, which is what I did pay for it. But he gave me a break on a couple of other books I got. So I did pay for that one pretty much full price. But the other books I got from him were Jungle Action, featuring the Black Panther. Which this book, I think he had $5 on it. But the books I really wanted to get were these, which was this 21. Which one is this? Yeah. Like they said, he was showing when we were talking, he said they can't make these books anymore. This is Jungle Action featuring the Black Panther 21. Cross of Fire, Cross of Death. There are white hooded Klansmen. Got the Black Panther tied to the cross. So that was kind of crazy. And I've got some of the Jungle Action Black Panther, some of the early Black Panther I like to collect. I remember I was buying Black Panther when I was a kid, when it was new, first come out. Because it was a big thing. Black Panther was the first big mainstream black superhero at the time. But I also got this one, which is Jungle Action featuring the Black Panther number 21. And its Doom is the Death Rider. So it's still the same theme. Hooded Klansman looking dudes, except he's in a red hood. So I bought those. I mean, Actually, I did find this book, which I thought was kind of similar. Oh, well, it's Marvel Saga, the official history of the Marvel Universe. But it shows the X-Men on the cover getting lynched, basically. Which, I mean, the whole X-Men, I think, was supposed to be kind of an allegory between racism, you know, the racism type storyline. So, I did buy those. Okay, so then these I bought from Just Joe King at his, he's got a box, he's got like 3 or 4 short boxes. They were $10 a book or 3 for $25. So I bought 6 books for $50. I got Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Wolverine, Marvel Team Up 117. Oh, and then I know I had this. I read all these novels when I was a kid too. Doc Savage, Man of Bronze, #1. I think I have another copy of this, but for $8. It's pretty good. It's pretty clean. You know, it's got some dog-eared corners, but. And then I got this. Let's see, yeah. Start from the highest here, yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 257, which I think is that the Lynx or is that Puma? Forget what it is. Oh, there. Anyway, Amazing Spider-Man 217, right? What was that? Oh, 257. This is Amazing Spider-Man 218, which is, I think, Monster's name too, but that was a cool cover. Oh, they're gonna go. No, they didn't quite go. And then I got this Amazing Spider-Man 205, Secret of the Black Cat, which she's dropping a chandelier on him or something. And then I know last week I think I showed an issue of the Human Fly that I bought, Human Fly #1, which I think I got out of Just Joe King's box too from the Great Lakes Comic Con. But this is Amazing Spider-Man 193, was the Return of the Fearsome Fly, Spider-Man fighting the fly. So, those were the raw books I got at Fantasticon in Toledo. I did get one other book, which was a slab. I was looking at a couple other slabs. One of them was The Death of Green Goblin. I forget what number that is now, but it was like in a 4 or 5. But they wanted a little more than I wanted to pay. A little more than I was actually just wanting to spend that this weekend. But what I did buy, which I'm going to show you why I have all my Spider-Man stuff up here, is this Amazing Spider-Man 20. First appearance of the Scorpion. So here we're going to fall off. In a 2.0 CBCS. But it does say it's restored. It has restoration, which is tape. It says professional restoration includes cover clean, professionally cleaned. So I don't know exactly what that is. The cover does look nice. It's got good colors. This cover always looks a little faded to me. This is like one of the lesser faded looking covers I've seen of this. But it says it's got tape. I think it says reattaching the centerfold and the cover is attached by tape. But it's a pretty good looking copy. You know, that's why I don't mind the low grade books if the cover picture looks great on it. So I'm going to put this back over here so it doesn't fall off. Of course, there's my Amazing Spider-Man 361 9/8 with the Bagley sketch remark on it, Spider-Man face on it. So we got that there. And that's why I got these books out. These are all my Spider-Man books. So I'm gonna head out to the Clausen Toy Show, comic show. As soon as I get this stuff picked up, actually I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm gonna just get up and change clothes and go. So appreciate you checking me out here in my comic closet. We're Comics, comic collecting right out of the closet. So thank you.